Good morning, students. From today onwards, we will solve problems of retirement of partnership firm. See this problem. A, B and C are partners in a business sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. Balance sheet is given, and after the balance sheet, they told us that C retires from the business on 1st April 2018, and it was agreed that the amount due to him will be treated as loan. It means while going out from the business, we will calculate C's amount due, and this amount will be kept in the business as his loan. Afterwards, revaluation of assets are given. First adjustment, provide reserve of 5% on sundry debtors for doubtful debts. Reduce stock by 5% and machinery by 10%. Factory building is to be revalued at rupees 15,100 and goodwill of the firm is valued at rupees 15,000. From this goodwill, we have to calculate C's share of goodwill, and C's share of goodwill will be adjusted between the gaining partners in their gaining ratio. A and B will continue to carry on the business and shall share profits and losses equally in future. So they told us to prepare profit and loss adjustment account, that is revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet of the firm as on 1st April 2018. Okay. Hello everyone. From today onwards, we will solve problems of retirement of partner. We have to calculate gaining ratio in this problem. In this problem, they told us that A, B and C were the partners and their profit sharing ratio was 3:2:1. That is 3/6, 2/6 and 1/6. And in future, after retirement of C, the remaining partners, that is A and B, will share profits and losses equally. That is 1:1. So 1/2 and 1/2. Now we will calculate gaining ratio. So we will write down the formula. Gaining ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. See, the formula is opposite of admission. In admission, we were calculating sacrificing ratio, where the formula was old ratio minus new ratio, and here we have to calculate gaining ratio, where the formula is new ratio minus old ratio. Okay, first for the partner A, we will calculate for the partner A. A's new ratio is 1/2, that is 1/2, minus his old ratio is 3/6 is equal to 6 1s are 6 minus 3 2s are 6 divided by 12 is equal to 0. So Mr. A is not gaining anything from C's retirement. Now in case of partner B, his new ratio is 1/2 minus old ratio is 2/6 is equal to 6 1s are 6 minus 2 2s are 4 divided by 12 is equal to 2/12. So Mr. B is the gaining partner and A is not gaining anything from C's retirement. 2/12 means 2 1s are 2 and 2 6s are 12. So B's gaining share will be 1/6. Now we have calculated the gaining ratio for adjustment of goodwill. See in the problem. In the problem, goodwill of the firm is given rupees 15,000. So we will write here goodwill of the firm is equal to 15,000. Therefore, we have to calculate C's share of goodwill. C's share of goodwill is equal to 15,000 into C's share, which is 1/6. So the answer will be 2,500. And now this C share of goodwill will be contributed by only Mr. B, as he is only the gaining partner due to C's retirement. Okay, so the entry of goodwill will be as usual, gaining partners capital account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. So the entry will be B's capital account debit to C's capital account. Okay, I have prepared here revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet of the reconstituted firm as on 1st April 2018, just like admission. We have to prepare these accounts, and I have posted the items from the old balance sheet, that is balance sheet in the problem, in these accounts. Okay, so let us discuss the posting. See the problem and the balance sheet given in the problem. See the liability side. Capital balances are transferred here. Then they have given us general reserve rupees 6,000. I have distributed the general reserve between the three partners in their own profit sharing ratio and transferred in credit side of capital account. Then sundry creditors rupees 1,600. It will be in outer column as there is no adjustment on sundry creditors. Now see the asset side. Cash in hand and cash at bank are given. As in this problem, we have read the problem, as in this problem there is no adjustment regarding cash. So cash in hand and cash at bank were posted in balance sheet asset side. Now the other assets. Debtors, stock, machinery and factory building, all amounts are written in inner column because there are adjustments on these items. Okay. Now let us start the adjustments. See the problem. They told us that C is retiring from the business and it was agreed that the amount due to him will be treated as loan. It means after finishing the problem, we have to transfer the balance of Mr. C to his loan account so that it will be as loan in the business for some time. Okay. Now the first adjustment. Provide a reserve of 5% on debtors for doubtful debts. So we will create 5% reserve on debtors less provision, that is reserve for doubtful debts. 5% on 9,000, which is 450. So the outer column amount will be okay. And debtors provision is loss to the business. So to provision for doubtful debts 450. Okay. Now the next adjustment. They told us that reduce stock by 5% and machinery by 10%. Stock by 5%. We will first reduce stock by 5%. So less reduction, or you can say depreciation. 5% of 7,000. So it will be 350. Okay. So the answer will be it is correct. Okay. Then this reduction in asset will be lost to the firm. So to stock 350. Then the next adjustment, machinery by 10%. We have to reduce machinery by 10%. So less reduction. 10% of 6,000 is 600. So outer column amount will be 5,400. and reduction in machinery will be lost. So to machinery 600. Okay, now the next adjustment. Factory building to be revalued at rupees 15,100. Factory building's original value is rupees 14,000 and they told us to revalue it as 15,100. So outer column amount will be 15,100. It means there is appreciation in the value by 1,100. That is difference between 15,100 and 14,000 will be the increase in the value of building, and appreciation means increase in the value of asset is profit to the firm. So by factory building rupees 1,100. Okay, now next adjustment. Goodwill of the firm is valued at rupees 15,000. We have already solved that C's share of goodwill will be rupees 2,500 and B is the only gaining partner. So we will pass the entry B's capital account debit to C's capital account and make the posting. B's capital account debit to C's capital account. Amount will be 2,500 and second posting in credit side of capital account by B's capital account. Amount will be in C's column 2,500. Okay. Now see the problem. No adjustment now. So we have to tally the problem. First we will tally revaluation account. Credit total is 1,100 and debit total is 1,400. So debit total is more 1,400. 1,400. We will deduct credit total from 1,400. So the balance will be 300, which will be distributed between all the partners. In admission, we were distributing the revaluation profit or loss between the old partners in their old ratio. Here all partners are old partners and C has right to contribute in the revaluation loss or profit also. So we have to distribute the balance between all the partners, that is A, B and C. So by partners capital account, A, B and C, we will distribute rupees 300 between all the partners in their profit sharing ratio, which is 3:1 in their old profit sharing ratio. So the distribution will be 150, 100 and 50. Okay. Now we will make second posting of this entry. Credit side of revaluation account partners capital account means debit side of partners capital account to revaluation account. Now we will tally first the retiring partners capital account. So first we will tally retiring partners capital account. Retiring partner is C. Credit side total is 13,500 and debit total is 50. So we will write 13,500 13,500. From that we will deduct rupees 50. So the balance will be 13,450. And now see the problem. They told us that the amount due to him will be treated as his loan. So we will write to C's loan account here. Now we will tally the continuing partners, that is A and B. So first A, credit total is 10,000 plus 3,000, that is 13,000. We have to deduct 150 from that. So 13,000. We will deduct 150 from that. So the balance will be 12,850. Now partner B, credit total is 12,000. We will deduct 2,500 plus 100, that is 2,600 from this amount. So the amount will be 9,400. Dash in C's column, and we will write to balance carried down. Means in the reconstituted form there will be only two partners, that is A and B. C is retiring, so we are showing his dues as his loan to the firm. So we will transfer these amounts. First, C's loan account. C's loan account 13,450 is the liability of the firm. It is liability of A and B to pay the amount of C afterwards, and the balances as capitals A and B 12,850, 9,400. Now all adjustments are over. See the problem. There are no other adjustment in the problem. So now we will tally the balance sheet. I think it is 37,300. 37,300. You have to make the total of both the sides and check the answer. Okay, that's all.